There are 3 types of flash buttons you can create in GrandMA 3, and I've heard people asking about the differences, so let's talk about it. The first function you can use is flash, the second one is temp, and the third one is go. Now I have 3 identical sequences here stored with these names and these functions on the executors, and basically at the moment they are all doing exactly the same thing. Now all of these sequences simply have one queue setting the spots at 100%. The go sequence has the off queue set to follow. That is the only difference between any of these. Now the way these work is basically the flash sequence ignores all queue timing and simply puts the lights at the value of the first queue for as long as you're holding the button down, and then when you let go, returns the queue to the off state, all ignoring any queue timing. So no matter what fade time you set on this queue or the off queue, flash instantly makes the changes. The temp button functions a bit differently in that it does obey queue timing. Right now, this queue looks the same as the other one because it has 0 queue fade times, but if we change this to 0.25 and this one to 0.5, it's going to follow those queue timings. We can even add a delay if we want to. Now with the go button, this one functions a bit differently because even if you hold the button down, it's going to immediately perform it from the second you originally pressed it. The nice thing about this, however, is that if you want, you can actually set a fade time and a delay time and not have to worry about if you accidentally leave your finger on the button too long, it will follow the exact timing from the instant you press it. So to recap, flash does not use any queue timings. Temp follows the queue timings, but will hold for as long as you have your finger on the button, and go follows queue timings. You have to use a follow in order to get it to actually turn off, but holding it does not make any difference to the timing. One important thing that is good to know about go is that if you need to have separate queues doing separate things with slightly different timing, but all based off of the timing of the first one, you can do that with go because you can create several different queues. Flash and temp will only ever activate the first queue.